welcome back to Beat Beauty. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you my skincare review of the Meaningful Beauty line by Cindy Crawford. Now, about a month ago, you may have seen my Instagram TV post. I got a box of goodies from the line, and I also got a signed copy of Cindy's book, Becoming Cindy. And I was so overexcited. I did an Instagram TV video about it. So I've been testing out these 4 products for the last month. I wanted to really give them a good test because I think it's so important with skincare that you really give them enough time to actually have some effects and just really get a proper feel for the products. So I've been testing out all 4 products. I want to give you just a really genuine review of them. So a little bit of backstory to the brand, if you're not familiar with it. Meaningful Beauty is created by Cindy Crawford, obviously, and also in collaboration with Dr. Jean Louis Sebagh, who's a famous French dermatologist. And he is who Cindy credits her beautiful, glowing, radiant skin with. So they created this line together. They have sort of this trademark ingredient, which is this antioxidant that comes from French melons, very specific. And the line is basically designed to help fight the signs of aging. So that's loss of elasticity, dull texture, any dark spots and pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles. So I thought that all sounded pretty good, and if I can look like Cindy at her age, I will be extremely happy. So I've been testing out the products, and without further ado, here are my thoughts. So the first product that I've been testing out is the Skin Softening Cleanser. What I really love about this one is it's fragrance-free, it's very gentle. I have quite sort of sensitive skin, so I have to be a little bit careful about what I use as a cleanser. I don't want anything that's going to strip my skin, dry it out, because I already have dry skin and I don't want it to become sort of inflamed or red. So I was really impressed with this one, that it has no fragrances, it's soap-free, really gentle. But at the same time, it also promises to get rid of any makeup, including mascara. So a lot of promises. What is it like in reality? Really easy to use. It has a lovely texture. I think that was another thing that I was really impressed with when I first used it. It's like this really creamy texture. And I've read a lot of people online saying that they weren't sure whether, because it is such a sort of light, gentle, sort of lotiony feel, whether it really is getting your makeup off. But I honestly think it does work with that. So I'm going to actually demo it properly on my face. As you can see, I haven't got any makeup on, but just to show you how to cleanse. So what I'll do is just get a little bit of the product, and you want to use it on dry skin. And then you're just going to apply it to the face. You can use it in the morning or the evening. And it's nice, I mean, there's no fragrance, so if you're someone that really likes having a sort of fragrance cleanser, this might not be for you. But it feels really nice on the skin. I'm obviously just cleansing my face, but you can also use it with a cotton pad around the eyes if you want to get off your mascara or any eye makeup. So I'll just give myself a nice little massage. Particularly in the evening, I like to really massage in my cleanser just to make sure I get all of that grime from the day off. And then you're just going to rinse off. So I'm just going to use, I've just got a bowl of water here, but I'll just get my cloth. And my skin doesn't feel irritated at all. It feels really sort of soothed. And I feel like afterwards, it feels really hydrated, not dried out at all, which so many cleansers can make you feel sort of dry or irritated afterwards. The next product that I want to talk about is the Intensive Triple Exfoliating Treatment. And this one is a really effective way of exfoliating your skin. It's called the Triple Exfoliating Treatment because it acts as a sort of peel, a scrub, and a treatment for the skin. So it's a real sort of triple threat. You only need to use it for probably twice a week maximum. I have sensitive skin and I would not use it more than twice a week because I find that it is really effective, but you just wouldn't need to do it more than twice a week. It's really great for sort of brightening the skin, getting rid of any dead skin cells, and just giving yourself a really sort of thorough cleanse a couple of times a week is a great idea anyway. So it contains purifying French clays, it has mineral microbeads and enzymes, and it also has AHAs. So AHAs are alpha hydroxy acids, very effective for gently cleansing and exfoliating the skin. One little word to the wise about this though is if you are using any product, not just this one, that contains AHAs, you want to make sure that you are using sufficient sunscreen, as it can make your skin just a little bit more sensitive to the sun, and no one wants that. So how to use this one? What you want to do, I often just use it in the shower because it's a really nice little treatment thing. So I'll put a layer of it onto my face and my neck. And I'll just show you. The texture isn't like sort of really grainy. It's a nice sort of finely milled kind of scrub texture. It's not that really sort of grainy texture that you get with sort of apricot kernel or walnut shell. So it feels nice on the skin. It also has a nice sort of fresh scent when you put it on. And I'll just rub it in a sort of circular motion, just covering the skin. You don't want to rub it too hard. It sort of does the work for you. A bit on the neck. And then as it's a sort of treatment, they recommend that you leave it on there for about 3 to 5 minutes. So that's why I always use it in the shower. So I'll get on with something else while I'm leaving this to do its work. I might sort of wash my body or whatever else you do in the shower, give yourself a shampoo, and I'll just let it work its magic. And then you just want to rinse it off. It's pretty amazing how much of a difference it makes. My skin always feels really smooth. It does feel a little tingly, but again, I have really sensitive skin, and any kind of AHA treatment makes my skin a little tingly. But the skin texture is fantastic afterwards. My skin feels really, really smooth, and it's also really good prep if you're going to be wearing makeup. Just makes your skin a really sort of smooth canvas. And then you just want to kind of pat the skin dry. Really important is, I think a lot of people sort of dry off their skin with a terry cloth towel, and that's really quite harsh on your skin, especially if you're like me and you have sensitive or dry skin. Now, once you've done your exfoliating, you want to replenish the skin with some kind of moisture, whether that's your day or your night regime. And I've been testing out the Youth Activating Melon Serum. So I absolutely love the way that this one looks. I love these little balls in here, but these are actually the really potent ingredient that is gonna help with signs of aging. This is the melon leaf stem cells, and they are sort of suspended in the rest of the product. So not only does it look cute, but that's actually what's going to make the product really, really effective. Sorry, I've still got a bit of exfoliator on the back of my hand. And this one also contains orchid extract and something called sea daffodil extract. Both of these are designed to help with any sort of pigmentation and also to help with the moisture levels in the skin. And that's what I really noticed when I did use this serum underneath my moisturizer, is that my skin sort of retained its moisture throughout the day, which was really, really nice. It looked really glowing. I have dry skin, and sometimes it's really hard for me to keep my skin looking glowing throughout the day. By the end of the day, it sort of feels a bit dried out, particularly because I live in LA, so it's kind of hot and dry. But this really helped my skin feel really radiant and dewy. So to use this one, you want to use 1 pump on your face and 1 on your neck. So I'll do 1 pump, just show you on the back of my hand, the sort of gel. It's a really nice sort of gel-like texture. And I just absolutely love the way this one smells, especially in the morning. It's sort of very fruity, really, really fresh. And the gel texture makes it really refreshing on the skin. And then I'll just get 1 pump for the neck. Really important not to forget your neck, especially if you're worried about aging. A neck is something that can really be a bit of a telltale of your age. So once you've applied your serum, you're ready for a moisturizer, whether that's a daytime moisturizer or a nighttime. I was sent the Environmental Protecting Moisturizer with SPF 30. And I love that this one has an SPF. That's really, really impressive to me. It's so important to just get that SPF on. I tend to use a tinted moisturizer by NARS that has an SPF in as well, and then I'll often put on a powder SPF. I'm very vigilant when it comes to sunscreen. It's so, so important. But it's great to just know that you've already put that on, and you can keep reapplying this throughout the day if you're someone that doesn't wear a lot of makeup anyway. Something I wasn't as impressed with though, if I'm going to go into the nitty-gritty, is if you look on the back here, the sunscreens that are in the product are actually chemical sunscreens, and personally I try and avoid chemical sunscreens and use mineral-based sunscreens just because they're better for your skin. There's been some quite scary sort of statistics on what chemical sunscreens can do to you. Also, chemical sunscreens are really bad for the environment. They're killing our coral reefs, so that's another reason not to use them. But I thought I would test this out anyway and see how it feels. And it is a really beautiful product. It gives you a really nice glow. It's very moisturizing. It kind of has that subtle scent that you get with like expensive sun creams that I actually really like. And you're just gonna apply, you don't need a lot actually, even though I've got dry skin. You're just gonna massage it in the face. And it leaves you with a really nice canvas for makeup if you're gonna apply makeup. Or otherwise, you know, it's great that your skin is protected. Feels really moisturizing, plumped up. I think I'd probably recommend this one if you have dry skin or normal skin. It might be a little bit rich if you have more like combination skin. So as you can sort of see, I've got that sort of dewiness going on. And I've got dry skin, so if you had combination skin, it might be a little bit too shiny for you. So that's the sort of 4-step skincare regime by Meaningful Beauty that I've been testing out. I really hope you've enjoyed watching. Overall, been really impressed with the product. I particularly like the skin softening cleanser. It's really hard to find a very sort of gentle but also effective cleanser for dry skin, and I found it really effective on my skin. I also love that it's a bit of a multitasker because you can also use it around the eyes, and it didn't irritate my contact lenses, which is a real plus. The only thing I would say is, having looked more sort of deeply into the ingredients in the products, as someone who's really passionate about clean beauty, I was a little disappointed to find some of the ingredients that are included. For example, the chemical sunscreens like I was talking about. So that would be my only sort of criticism of the line, but overall I found that the products were really effective. They sort of delivered exactly what they said they would, and it'd be really interesting to see over time how it helps with the signs of aging. So if you want to find out more about any of these products, please make sure that you check out my blog on beatbeauty.com, and if you like my videos, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.